Hey, yo, welcome back to the LBA. The name is Gearhart. The game is Pokemon, and today I'm bringing you Week 8 of the LBA versus Skyrander. His information will be down below. Now, the team I am bringing is a expert belted Greninja with some fun stuff. Choice made a Staraptor, because why not? Kyurem Black, which is Power Herb Free Shock, because why not? Mega Scizor with Agility and Baton Pass, because why not? Celebi Assault Vestige just for a switch in for the Thundurus, and of course Vaporeon, which is a pretty solid switch into the Keldeo. By the way, Merc, if you're watching this, you said that he hates Chansey and Keldeo. Well, from what I see a Chansey and a Keldeo on that team, along with the Sand team of Stoutland and Hippowdon and Thundurus Therian, as well as the Scolipede. So we're going to go ahead and go into this match. Pretty much, I seem to be taking the Cooper approach or the rest of the LBA, because I'm bringing a lot of fun stuff, and I seem to be not try as much. I'm not sure why, but at least that's what I got from the last game. But he opens up with a Chansey as I opens up with the Greninja, of course, and I'm just going to go ahead and just U-turn, pretty much. And I just wanted to get a feel for his lead, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to switch out into Legion of Boom. Unless this thing is Flamethrower, this thing can't really touch me other than Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave's fine. I guess I should have gone into Celebi if I wanted to, but it's not that bad. But he's actually going to withdraw, fearing the knockoff. I only imagine that that's what it could be. But I'm just actually going to try to go for the Agility, as he actually goes into his Hippowdon, probably predicting the knockoff like I said. And I'm just going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, and then I'm just going to go ahead and get paralyzed on this turn, therefore hiding the fact that I have Agility. Pretty much. So, now I'm going to go ahead and switch out, fearing the Fire Fang into my Vaporeon, kinda hinting that it's a physically defensive Pokemon, but it's actually specially defensive this week, but he actually sets up the Stealth Rock, which is a little unfortunate. It's a little unfortunate, because now Kyurem Black and Staraptor can't really do too much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, not do too much, but they're kind of limited. But I am gonna stay in and just go for the Toxic this time, trying to Toxic stall stuff out. He actually goes for the Roar, which makes me. I need to be careful about that when setting up Agilities. But he's actually gonna Roar me into Incarnation. Now I'm gonna actually predict that he switches out at this point into probably the Chansey. But I don't really have anything to hit the Chansey with this thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and go for the U-turn to try to get some initiative right here, right now. And he actually does, in fact, go into the Chansey, the Deblob, which actually matches the name on the, the damage calc, Deblob. So I can only imagine that this is 252 defense, 252 special defense, because that, when I calced that, it did about the same amount. And I'm just going to go ahead and go into Legion of Boom. And what I should have done, well, actually I do go for it, but guess what? Well, first and foremost, we're going to get hit by he's going to get hit by the sand. And now he's just going to go ahead and go for this Soft Blow. And I just go ahead and set up the Agility. That's exactly what I do. I set up the Agility. Everything's hunky-dory right now. And now, and only now, is what's going to happen is that I am actually just going to go ahead and be stupid and go for the Agility, because why not? Not forgetting that this thing has Roar, and I am a total moron that I just decided to go for it again, because why not? I just don't know why. But at least he's Toxic. At least he's Toxic. Because now I'm just going to go ahead and Baton Pass, forgetting that he had Roar, and I'm going to go. I spent a while on this turn, and I'm just going to go ahead and go into Kyurem Black. And then he roars me out, so that was a giant waste of time. Never got to use Free Shock. Oh well. But them's the breaks, pretty much, because he's just going to roar me out. If I remember correctly, what did he roar me out into? I'm not exactly sure. He's actually going to roar me out right back into Aquaria. I believe I go for Wish on this turn, and then on this next turn, I believe I go for Wish, and then he switches out. But there's so much in-between turns that this is just what happens. Because, like, he's getting Toxic, I have leftovers, I'm getting hit by the sand, there's just so much to deal with it, because he's actually going to switch out. I think it was to the Keldeo, but I went for the Toxic, predicting the switch. I'm pretty sure I did. No, I went for the Wish, then the Toxic, that's what happened. Because I know I can live one of these things because I'm a special wall. The sandstorm subsides, but I'm a special wall, so I can take most anything this Keldeo wants to go for. And at least I thought so, until he went for the secret sword, and that did... Holy crap, that does way too much damage. That is way too much damage. This has to be, like... Had to be choice specs. That's all I can imagine it could be. It didn't make any sense otherwise. Because I'm going to get my wish. I need to switch out pronto. Pronto. Pretty much, just pronto. And, yeah, pretty much just that. Pretty much. I can't really filter anything, but he's actually going to switch out here into the Thunderous, as I tried going for the Protect, but now this is a problem, because now I have to switch out into the Celebi. I'm predicting the Volt Switch, because most everybody decides to go for Volt Switch here, and yeah, pretty much he just goes for Thunderbolt, and that's all I can think of. I'm pretty sure on this next turn he actually reveals the HP. I'm not exactly sure which hidden power this was, if that's hidden power Flying, Ghost, or Dark. But I thought it was HP Bug at the time, but the problem is I switch into my Scizor predicting that it is in fact HP Bug or HP Ice, and it turns out that it's not actually HP Bug or HP Ice. So the only conclusion I can draw from this is that it's HP... if I remember correctly, it's either HP Bug, Ice, or sorry, it's HP Ghost, Dark, or Flying. It's one of those three. I'm not exactly sure, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Volt Switch. And yeah, I'm pretty much just sacking off Celebi at this point, because now he can freely just go into anything that's faster than this thing, which he actually doesn't. He goes into Deblob, which he actually is going to take the Future Sight attack first. I was about to say something else, but I'm actually going to go for the Giga Drain on this turn, predicting like maybe a Thunder Wave or something, and I was hoping I could get 24 HP, but no! Instead, I get only 20 HP, which doesn't make any sense because I'm Modest Max Attack. How does that do so little to a freaking Chansey? I know it's Eviolite, but how do I only get 20 HP from that? That's retarded! Oh my goodness. But I go into my Choice Band Staraptor here. He's going to withdraw. I'm just going to go ahead and blow off the doors of his Hippowdon here and just straight up just destroy it. It's not going to knock it out, but it is going to set up the sand, unfortunately. Because I'm just going to go for the Double Edge here, destroy its life. It's not going to die on this next turn, but it is a 2-hit KO, which is very nice. But unfortunately, I'm going to get hit by the sand. Recoil damage is a thing, and unfortunately, what's going to end up happening is that I am just going to get myself low enough, and now his Fulf can come in and just be such a reckoner in this battle. And here is a second mistake I made, because he sends in Fulf, and what I was thinking is that if he has Fire Fang, then I need the power of that Staraptor. But if he has Fire Fang, then that could be bad. And I forgot about the Stealth Rocks once more, which means I can't actually roost up on this next turn. I don't think I could have roosted up anyways. But so I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Bullet Punch because I'm locked in here. I can't roost because I'm slower than this thing. And I can't switch out because I'll just die to Stealth Rocks the following turn because I have no way to remove it because I went for the why not approach to this match. But I go into Aquaria without thinking that I have Shadow Sneak on Greninja, and this thing is specially defensive and not physically defensive, so I go ahead and just throw him into the wolves, literally. And I realized that I have Incarnation here that can deal with this thing, which is Shadow Sneak, and then I can just attack it that way. Had I remembered that, or gone for, if I'd gone for the Protect, I would have just died the next turn anyways, because the sand wasn't going down anyways. But, this is the second time in a row that I forgot about Shadow Sneak on Greninja. The second time this week. Not this week. The second time in a row. Not in a row. What am I saying? I don't know. It's just the second time this season that I forgot I had Shadow Sneak on Greninja and could deal with fighting/normal types. And that's pretty much what I do. The Sandstorm subsides, and now I'm going to I know U-turn will finish it off, but luckily he actually switches out. Luckily he actually switches out into Deblob, which is his Chansey once more. And here comes the U-turn. And I'm just going to go ahead and switch out into my... I can't remember what I switch out into. theoretically, I could have switched out into... No, I switched out in this thing. I should have switched out into the... Well, I don't think it would have mattered anyways. Because, had you switched out into anything else and just knocked out my... I don't know. I was thinking about going to Kieran Black at that point. I didn't. But I went on to Ripped here. Knockout is full on the switch. I'm actually going to live the recoil damage, but it's not going to matter because he has a Thunderous Therian and a Scolipede to deal with this pretty nicely. Out comes the Betamax Tape himself. I named mine Slipstream, but he actually is going to go for the Protect to ensure that he can live anything. And I'm just going to go for the Double Edge, and he's just going to protect himself. And now he's faster than my Greninja, which means I can't outspeed. But he's just going to go for the X-Scissor, knock out my Staraptor. He outsped regardless, unless he was adamant, but I think I only had enough speed to outspeed the Mega Garchomp. But I go into Turbine here, and he unfortunately has the superpower, so I can't really do anything. Because I was thinking that I might live one thing, but nope, he has the superpower, and he's basically going to win because Greninja doesn't outspeed this thing. So we end up losing 4-0 because why not? That's pretty much why. I pretty much put no effort into this team. I had a whole bunch of why not stuff, or because why not, quote-unquote, stuff, and that's why I wouldn't say that's why I lost. I lost because of that, and because I made poor plays, that being forgetting Shadow Sneak again. That really cost me, because I ended up losing my stupid Vaporeon. Well, it's not stupid. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm a little bit exasperated. But he gets a crit unnecessarily. But like I said, lose 4-0. Like this video down below if you enjoyed. Reach it to the top. I don't know. Something like that. We play the Shadow Valley Murkrows and Mr. Murkrow. And I need to just get off some rage because obviously I cannot take the Cooper approach to the rest of the LBA if I want to make an impact on people coming in from the GBA, honestly, because people are probably looking at me right now thinking, wow, this guy sucks, he's going to do terrible in the GBA, doesn't he? But, I don't know. This is just what happens when you take the Season 4 Cooper end of the season approach, when you don't try that much to build your teams, you have a whole bunch of fun stuff, and you don't try in the battle and you make poor decisions. So it was just a mollywop, but I will see you next time, because why not?